Hi friends, good evening everyone. Welcome to TradeQuest weekly trading trends from Traders Hut. I am Raju Angadi Vishwanath here, a certified financial technician with more than a decade of experience in researching and trading in financial markets and a SEBI registered research analyst. Come, let us have a sneak into the equities as well as commodities trade setup for the forthcoming week, which is the fifth week of October 2020 for the Indian markets. So, starting with a recap of the previous week's trends. Nifty gained around 168 points for the week, closing on a positive note, still unable to cross above the Mickey hurdle of 12,000 zones. While the Bank Nifty gained 945 points, a clear outperformer for the week, leading the gains with other sectorial indices. The banks, metals, auto, as well as reality were the major gainers for the last week, with the mid as well as small caps gained mildly, while the IT and pharma were subdued. A selective IT sell-off was seen with pharma profit booking, which were the underperforming sectors for the week. So, while coming to the commodities, gold gained around 0.4%, while the silver gained 1.25%, with both the precious metals gaining for the week, while the crude oil lost some 60 points for the week, closing on a negative note. So that's a brief recap of the fourth week of October 2020, how the equities and commodities paired. Come friends, let us have a sneak into the equities weekly trends, how the trends paired before getting into the forthcoming week's trade setups with a chartical analysis, mainly for the Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. So now getting into the Nifty gained 168 points, 1.43% for the week, forming a spinning top kind of a candlestick pattern on the weekly charts. Now let us deduce the OI base, which will give us a broader range as we are nearing the monthly expiry. Option data ends that 12,000 is a key hurdle on the call side. Above that we can see 12,100 and 12,200, where the open interest is built and quite a few positions have been taken. So once the 12,000 opens up, 12,100 and 12,200 zones can be seen, while the put rating was seen and the major contracts were added near 11,900 as well as 11,800 zones. So broadly that becomes a base area for the forthcoming week. While for the Bank Nifty gaining strength with 945 points or 4%, formed a bullish candlestick pattern on the weekly charts. Clearly now the OI base hints that the prices of the options have been heavy. We are stuck up in a range where the put side OI base hints that 24,000 and 24,500 puts some strong build up is seen until 24,000 holds on broadly on a closing basis. We can see a pullback from the lows, while on the upside 25,000 and 25,500 and 24,500, even some positions have been built. So it is a tug of war between the bulls and the bears. What is going to happen, where even the options heavy premiums hints that there can be some range bound action at least for the couple of days between 24,000 to 25,000 in the Bank Nifty, as the data suggests. While the VIX has risen for the second straight week, VIX mildly rose just below 1%, around 0.84%, closing at 21.82, formed a long-legged hammer kind of a candlestick pattern. As the US elections nearby, we can expect the volatility in the global equity markets as well as the commodity markets to rise. So that's a brief about the equities weekly trends. Now let us have a sneak into the equities forthcoming weekly trends. Starting with the Nifty chartical analysis, while the Nifty for the last 4 or 5 days broadly we have been in a range from, we can say, 11,700 to 12,000 zones, where a broader based consolidation or range bound action is happening. The last week what we saw, the action itself says that it's clear range bound action. So now the key levels for the Nifty to watch out on the support side is 11,871, 11,811 and 11,700 or 720 zones, which becomes an important support for the Nifty on the downside, while 11,811 and 11,871 becomes a short-term supports. On the upside, we can see 11,990 to 12,020 as a short-term resistance, and above that 12,067 becomes a important resistance. So broadly, we can conclude that until 12,050 to 12,100 is decisively crossed, Nifty can be in a stiff range on the upwards. We might face a hurdle, and once the close above 12,100 or a sustained move above 12,100 would confirm the rally towards 12,500 to 12,600 zones, which can be the projected potential targets. So watch out for the upside levels. As of now, the trend remains to be buy on dips, even though it's a range bound action. So until 11,800 or 11,670 on the medium term degree is held on, one can buy the dips in the indices. So that's a brief how one can establish the trade setups for the forthcoming week. Coming to the Bank Nifty chartical analysis, Bank Nifty is distinctly outperforming the Nifty after quite a long period of time. So we are able to close above sustainably about 24,100 mark. So the short term supports for the Bank Nifty to watch out are 24,127 and 23,750 to 800 becomes a very vital level now, which one needs to watch out, and below that 23,390 is one more level where the short term moving average is placed. So these are the three levels. Mainly 23,750 to 800 is a key trading cluster area which one needs to watch out. Dips can be bought into in the banks, while on the upside 24,800 to 900 is we are seeing some hurdle. If crossed 25,100 can be seen. Above that we can see a major rally towards 26,000 levels in the banks. While coming to the broader short-term range for the Bank Nifty, we see a Bank Nifty in the range of 24,100 to 24,800 or 900 zones, where from the last 3 days of the previous week we have seen a consolidation. So any range breakout, we can see a good momentum or a directional trade setups which can be established. So use the levels accordingly and establish the trade setups. Bank Nifty is outright bullish overall compared to the Nifty. It is outperforming from the last couple of weeks. So that's a brief on the chartical analysis of the Bank Nifty. Watch out the levels accordingly and be objective in establishing the trade setups. So after discussing the chartical analysis of Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, now let us have a sneak into the stock watch. Some longs are seen in auto stocks like Maruti, Bajaj Auto, where Maruti has broken out above 7,000 mark. 6,800 is a good base for the Maruti. We can see 7,500 levels gradually in the Maruti. While the Bajaj Auto 3,300 levels can be seen with the downside protected towards 2,950 to 3,000 levels. As a festive season is happening, some auto demand can also rise in, while the other chartical patterns which we see in the charts is DLF, which is showing some good signs with a good pattern breakout of 185 to 90 as a target. Any dips around 167 to 164 levels one can add with 160 below as a stop loss. The stock has got a good some 10-15% returns. Potential returns can be seen. The other stocks which are showing signs are Hindalco, Mahindra Logistics, Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail is one more stock where a rounding bottom pattern is seen, along with the positive news trigger of 9% stake brought by the Flipkart, which is a subsidiary of Walmart now. So that stock seems to be strong, and we can see a medium term targets of 230 to 250 levels in the stock, while the Torrent Pharma until 2700 is protected. Stock can see 3000 levels by the dips. So another stock which we can see in the mid cap space is Crompton, which has broken out of 300 zones. Apart from all this, one more large cap which the chartical pattern ends some momentum is gaining in traction is Larsen and Turbo, as the stocks shows some signs of strength after quite a long time. So stock can test 970 and 1000 above levels Currently we are trading around 940 zones, so stock looks to be on a positive note. So that's a brief on the stock watch on the long side. Now let us see the short. Some selective pharmas like Biocon on our IT names like 2800 850 zones. TCS is showing a fatigue, so these stocks on rises can be sold into. So watch out. Once the negativity comes in, one can see and establish the short trade setups in these stocks. So that's a brief on the stock watch for the forthcoming week, and that this completes the So now let us have a brief ad. I'll go through a brief ad before getting into the commodities technical analysis which we are discussing, starting with the master day trader. Do you like to become a master day trader in simple 5 steps? Grab your first free video on traderset.com/opt-in. Kickstart your journey to become a successful trader. If you'd like to learn, earn, and prosper and march towards your financial freedom, join our trading room in tradingview.today, where you are going to get exclusive research from our side, where I'm going to mentor you mainly into the indices, trade setups like Nifty, Bank Nifty trade setups for the day-to-day basis with the more insights, charts shared, and also you can learn as well as earn. So for more details, visit us on tradingview.today. So that's a brief ad about us. Now let us start with the commodities weekly trends. Gold gained around 0.4%, closing around 50,820 mark. A mild bullish candlestick pattern was found on the weekly charts, while the silver gained 800 points, around 1.43%, still formed a shooting star kind of a candlestick pattern on a weekly charts, while the crude oil gained 60 points. In fact, crude oil lost 60 points, around 2% loss was seen, forming a shooting star kind of a candlestick pattern, which also hints the pause in the uptrend. So that's a brief about the commodities, how the week paired. Now let us have a sneak into the commodities forthcoming week's trade setups with a chartical analysis. Starting with the gold. Gold has been stuck up in a clear range, which we have been discussing from last couple of weeks. Still, we face a stiff hurdle in the gold around 11,000, 51,140 and 51,350 to 400 zones become a major resistance for the gold. Above that, only we can see 52,000 levels in the MCX gold. While on the downside, 50,400 is a short-term support, but 50,000 180 to 200 is a major support, and below that 49,800. So broadly 49,800 to 50,200 is a major support. If 49,800 broken, then only we can see a major sell off in the gold. Until then, one can buy the dips in the gold, and upside we face a hurdle near 51,200 and 51,400 zones. While coming to the silver technical analysis, as seen in the charts, MCX silver, we have broken out of a sloping trend line and a continuous chopping around and a higher top higher bottom pattern is seen in the silver. Now we see a major support in the silver near 61,300 and 61,650. So these are the two levels which one needs to watch out, and the short term support is 62,100 zones. So 61,300 and 61,650 is very vital, where there is a key intersection cluster. If broken, we can see 60,800 zones, while on the upside we are facing a hurdle near 63,200 and 64,100 zones. 64,000 is a major hurdle which again we tested last week, and we are unable to cross that zone on a closing basis, even on a weekly basis. So uh, until 64,000 is taken out, that becomes a major resistance. And on the downside, as we have discussed, 61,300 to 62,000, sorry, 61,650 is a major support. So it is a buy on dips, as we are seeing a higher top higher bottoms, and we are seeing a sloping trend line breakout. as of now in the silver for the forthcoming week. Use the levels objectively as there could be a lot of volatility due to the US election nearing by. So watch the levels and establish the trade setups. While having a sneak into the crude oil has been clearly a low volatile trend which is going on from quite along from past 4 months. We are seeing a sideways action going on. Apart from that, there is no major volatility in the crude oil. So now 3 3080 to 3110 becomes an important resistance, and above that 3140 is a major hurdle. Until that is taken out, crude oil could be upside can be capped, while 3020 and 2975 to 78 becomes a important resistance as of now. And below 2880 and 2830 we can see further sell off in the crude oil, as the charts and the momentum indicator which is losing the momentum is hinting that 2880 2830 if broken, we can see a good sell off. A healthy profit booking can be seen in the crude oil as per the charts. Oh, one needs to wait for the price confirmation, although momentum indicator is showing some signs of fatigue. So use the levels accordingly and establish the trade setups. So that's it on the commodities front for the fifth week of October 2020, and also on the TradeQuest weekly trading trends from TraderSet. If you like our video and our sharing of insights, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also do share the video to your friends or relatives or anyone who can benefit. We believe sharing is caring. For further updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our Facebook community TraderSet and our Twitter handle TraderSet. Thank you everyone. Have a happy and prosperous week ahead. See you all next week.